Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you an Xbox 360 controller working on the Nintendo Switch. So all the buttons work the same as if it was a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So they're all in roughly about the same layout. The only difference is that if you want to take a capture, you have to hit these two buttons together. And there you go, you can see capture taken up there. Now, at the moment, it's set up so it mimics a Pro controller. So, for example, if the Nintendo Switch asks you to press A, normally you would press A on the Pro controller. Here, you would have to press B because it's in the same layout. If that's too confusing, what you can do is you can press Start and A together and hold it down for about 3 seconds, and then it will swap the buttons around, so A will actually be A on the Xbox 360 controller. So watch this now. There you go, so now it's gone to there. Now if I go back, that would be B, and then if I was to go down to System Settings and press A, it's going to bring me in there, and if I want to go back out, I can press B. If you want to revert it back to how it was, you just press Start and B together for 3 seconds. There we go, and now if I press A, it will bring me out, and B will bring me in. Now, Rumble and everything works on this, so if, for example, I was to go down to controllers, and then if I was to go to search for new controllers, you can see now that it is rumbling. The only thing is, it doesn't really work properly. So right now it shouldn't be rumbling, it should only start vibrating when I ask it to find a controller, which in this case I haven't done. So let me get back out of that. But when it comes to playing the games, it does actually work fine. Now, headphones do not work in this. If you plug in headphones into this controller here, the sound does not come through the headphones. Obviously, the mic doesn't work either because that's not supported on the Nintendo Switch. You can also play it in handheld mode if you use a USB-C cable. So I'm going to show you that now. And as well as that, there's no NFC reader on the Xbox 360 controller, and also motion controls do not work. Now, to get it to work is really straightforward. All you need to do is get yourself a Magic NS adapter, and it's made by Mayflash. They cost just under 20 UK pounds, so they're quite cheap, and it is just plug and play. So when you get it, there will be 3 modes. It will be red, green, and blue. Now, it will work fine on the Nintendo Switch on red mode, but if you want the Rumble to work, you will then have to plug it into your computer, and you will have to download the latest firmware, and then you will get the Switch Pro mode as well, which is this sort of pinky purple colour, and then the Rumble will work. So it's well worth doing that. But apart from that, it's really straightforward. You just plug it in, and it starts working. Right, okay, all the analog sticks work as analog sticks, and all the buttons work, and they're really responsive. Let me just show you that now. In fact, let me put it back to the other setting because it's easier to work. Okay, so now this will be A and this will be X and Y and B. Right, so if you have a look, it's going to be A, B, X and Y. So now it corresponds correctly with the controller. That's going to be your plus, your minus. You've got your D-pad working here. R, L, ZR, ZL, right analog stick in and left analog stick in, and if you look you can see how responsive it is. So watch this. Yeah, so it really is very little lag on this, and then this will take you home. And again, now you can see that it's vibrating inappropriately. It shouldn't be doing this right now. There's not a problem. Just go down to some other setting and then it will stop. But when you're playing the games, it doesn't actually do that. Now, let me show you the analog sticks working. You can see there, got full movement, so tiny movements all the way up. You've got the full range of movements, and it's really responsive. Let me show you the other one. Again, you can do tiny movements if you want, followed by full movements, and it works exactly as it should do. Now, you will need one adapter per player. So although you can connect up 2 or 3 controllers via Bluetooth to this and another one via wired, it will all work as the same player, which can be fun on certain games because you can play kind of local co-op. So if you were playing Mario Kart, one person could be doing the driving and the steering, the other person could be doing the power-ups or possibly the drifting around the corners. But you can't play as separate people. So if you want to play 2-player Mario Kart, you're going to have to use one of these and either one of your Joy-Cons or your Joy-Cons together or a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Let me just quickly show you working in handheld mode. Okay, so I've got it plugged in now in handheld mode. So what I've done is I've used a little USB-C on-the-go cable. I've got the Mayflash Magic NS adapter plugged into the USB cable, and then I've got my 360 controller plugged into that. Now, every time you unplug that controller, it will default to the previous settings. So if you want it to work as A rather than B as A, again, you're going to have to hold down Start and A. There you go, and now it will work as the controller down here rather than mimicking the Pro controller. And if you have a look there, you can still see that it's working fine.